Some wounds don't just show on the surface, but they shape everything underneath. For pretty women, the punishment that comes with beauty doesn't just bruise feelings in the moment, it rewires the body. Over time, repeated exclusion, projection, and suspicion become more than just bad memories. They literally become triggers. And this is what I call pretty PTSD. So pretty PTSD isn't a dramatic collapse from one event. It's literally an accumulation of years where beauty was treated as a liability. It's the loneliness of being left out of friend groups, the resentment of partners who punish you for the attention that you never asked for. It's the belittling comments from coworkers who assume that your charm explains your success. And none of these moments seem catastrophic on their own, right? But together, they leave scars that the world refuses to acknowledge. And that refusal is what deepens the damage. When women name the pain, they're told, "Oh, don't complain, you have it easier." As if external attention cancels out emotional injury. And that dismissal gaslights women into literal silence. And that silence is where pretty PTSD will grow. The cruelest part of pretty PTSD is how it hijacks your daily life. A look, a laugh, even silence can open an old wound. And being left out of a group text might not faze someone else, but for a woman with pretty PTSD, it confirms years of exclusion. A jealous comment from a partner doesn't just make you feel small, it reactivates every moment your beauty was punished as a threat. And the body doesn't know the difference between past and present. It reacts as if the punishment is happening again. That's why women with pretty PTSD often feel exhausted by ordinary interactions. Their nervous system is constantly in defense mode. Joy feels unstable. Rest feels impossible. And even some love in your life starts to feel conditional because their history has taught them to expect backlash the moment they shine. And what makes this cycle especially dangerous is the invisibility. Outsiders see confidence or polish, and they just assume that you're just a super strong person. They don't see the panic underneath, the rehearsed boundaries, the constant bracing. And because no one validates the trauma, women start to doubt themselves. Like, am I overreacting? Am I imagining this? Self-doubt adds another layer of punishment. Women become their own aggressors, silencing themselves before anyone else can. Pretty PTSD doesn't just resolve on its own. Without intervention, the cycle will just tighten, and each new slight reopens old wounds. Each new betrayal reinforces old fears, and the nervous system continues to just loop, convincing these women that safety is impossible, even in love or friendship. Healing begins with naming, saying out loud, this isn't drama, this isn't ingratitude, this is trauma left by years of beauty being punished. Naming the gaslighting, but naming alone isn't enough. Healing requires new experiences, right? Spaces where women are celebrated instead of resented, protected instead of punished, and safe enough to open up and be soft. And without those spaces, pretty PTSD spreads until life becomes survival. Friendships feel fake, love feels unsafe, work feels unbearable, and joy, the thing beauty should have allowed, becomes inaccessible. And that's why refusing silence is urgent, because the cost of carrying pretty PTSD alone is losing the very self you've been fighting to protect. The Pretty Girl Survival Guide was created for women carrying scars that they can't name. Inside, you will find the blueprint to protect your worth, rebuild boundaries, and start healing pretty PTSD so you don't just keep shrinking yourself to survive. It's only $19 right now, so don't wait another year stuck in the same cycles when the tools are already here. Go in the description below to get the link, babe. Protect your pretty.